Shalom. Shalom. And first and foremost, as always, we like to start off giving all honor and glory and praise and worship to our power.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
Give honor to our apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, who will teach you on the sound doctrine. And strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on in these last times. All right, these perilous times, meaning dangerous times that we're currently living in and that we're currently approaching. All right, brothers from GMS Cleveland branch, Lord willing to bring out an edifying lesson. The title the Spirit gave us was what is it? Oh, just various topics. You know, just various topics. You know, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the news.
Right.
You know, war, dealing with Ukraine, dealing with the so-called Middle East, Iran, and you know, all these different things. The tiny technology. You know what I'm saying? The banning of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They got speeches of that in Canada. They just passed the bill in Canada, but I did myself and brothers did a lesson on that like a week or two ago or days ago, what have you. So you got a lot in the news, man. Like I said, from the banning of the Bible, which means the freedom of speech, being shackled. All right.
The immigrants.
Yeah,
what they call immigrants.
Right. The invasion of the U.S., if you will.
You got people coming from I think they say West Africa or Africa, and you got them coming from Haiti now.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Somebody's made mention. This guy did a video. He said, the U.S. is turning into Gaza. You know, because they're bringing a lot of the Palestinians over here. You know what I'm saying, so forth. So they're allowing these people to pour in. You know what I'm saying, to further this agenda that started across the waters. You know what I'm saying, because this place has to be touched and hit for the other prophecies to take place, the last couple of prophecies to take place, such as MOTB and World War III.
Yep, and that's beautiful because now Americans are getting ready to feel and understand what it's like to be called or labeled a third world country.
That's it.
Because that's a lot of things that's taking place with these immigrants coming from these other countries. They're turning America into a third world country. And one of the things you see is they don't have the same respect or the same mindset toward government or towards the police, people that are set up, you know what I'm saying, to govern or to look over America. That's like you see in New York. They got troops on the ground right now. But they got them in the subway stations. But the New York subway station been banned. So why they ain't been putting troops?
Exactly.
It's because of the influx of immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's all a play on the mind. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make you think it's for the subway, but it's for all the other things that getting ready to take place. And soon, other places are going to be like that too, where troops are on the ground. And you're going to see them. What they gearing up for? 2nd Ezra chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 16. These things are getting ready to take place because why? The uproars of the people. You got it out.
You know, that's a beautiful point, bro, because that goes what we were saying, like about the immigrants. It's gonna kick in those next couple prophecies. You know what I'm saying? Because they're emotionless to the ways of the U.S. U.S.
You're right.
We talked about the other day about the police, how like I think that was you said that. Talk about the police, how they already don't care about the security force in their countries. So what makes you think it's gonna be any different when they come here? You know what I'm saying? So that means what? We got to look past the police force. We got to go towards the military. You know what I'm saying? A higher form of defense to combat the things that's happening on the earth, which is it's going to issue in martial law. You know, things like that. And you mentioned 2nd Ezra's about a man should desire to go in the city and not should be able. Be able to. So these because you got the 10 FEMA regions. You know what I'm saying? That's divided into sections and numbered. Right, the streets are numbered, okay, and they got everything already set up. They just gotta finish certain other things and put the icing on the cake. So we're living in the times that the Bible speak of, man. Like this book is still very much alive, man.
That's right.
So with this war, you got a lot of things again like going on with this war that people don't understand the significance of it, because in order to bring a new system, man, you have to have war. War is needed for new things to come into play, because it has to be a savior. All right, and when they bring in the things that is going to be issued as saving, it'll be easily acceptable, and it start to people are like, oh, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if something depleted and then I bring in some new, people gonna automatically think it makes sense because it's new. All right, it's newer to the face, or newer to the eyes, or newer to the ears. And that's what this new system is about. So war is caused chaos. And so when I bring in solution, that's the new thing. So this war is very much needed. In Babylon the Great, which is the place we dwell, the red, white, and blue, it has to be touched. But first it has to start. It started with the prophets, right? Of course. But what the prophets did was they came on the scene and we preached the word of the Lord, and it caused division. It caused division amongst the house of Edom.
Okay.
You know?
Yep, it's starting internally. It's an internal fight first. You know what I'm saying? And for real, it started with Russia and Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? That's where it started at. That's segue a lot of the things that we're going into today as far as prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you have had stuff that's been happening in the world, but that was big because of what the scripture tell you. In the end, there would be wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was that kick started a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we in what they damn near been at war 2-3 years now, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So and then you got this, like the brother said, you got the thing going on there with Hamas and Israel over there in the Middle East. And so you just watching these things take place, and you know what I'm saying? Basically, you're watching the fall of a nation. You know what I'm saying? You're watching the fall of a kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And who's the head of that kingdom? That's Esau Edom. You got it out.
Yep. This is Matthew 24 and 21 says, for then shall be great tribulation,
right,
such as was not since the beginning of the world,
right,
to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Right. So that you ain't, bro. What you think they could create nuclear weapons just to sit?
Yeah, right.
Display in museums. No. No weapons are meant to be used, man. Okay, because those are the weapons that the Lord deemed as what's the word I'm looking for? Those are the weapon. The weapon, the ICBM missiles is the Lord's sword. Okay, and it's deemed as the hammer that's going to crush Esau's empire. You know, because the spirit of the Lord is going to be in these ICBM missiles, man. You know what I'm saying? So the time that we're living in right now, it has never been like this, and it never will be again, because it ain't going to be no need to.
That's right.
This is going to be the place of example, as the scriptures say.
It is. Like Sodom and Gomorrah was.
Right.
For living ungodly, for living wicked.
There you go.
Everybody know what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. And don't nobody promote this. Don't nobody promote what Sodom and Gomorrah promoted like America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To the point when you speak against the alphabet community, when you speak against them, basically they take you out of the position that you may hold.
Yep.
Or it's a consequence for it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, they even want to lock you up for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they promote here. It's a new way. You know what I'm saying? It's a new way that they're promoting and trying to push in and usher in.
Yep.
But they fall.
Yep.
You got it out.
Yep. This is it says Matthew 24:22, and except I'm gonna jump up to the point. Verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
And that's what you hear. You hear the more war, even though Israel and Hamas they fight like hell over there, you still hear more uprising and more wars and rumors of war between other nations. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? In these other nations that are going to war, who sits in the chief seat? Esau Edom. No matter whether that's Russia or Ukraine, no matter if that's Israel or Hamas, these are heathen nations that are going to war. And these motherfuckers, and you know what they're fighting for next. The scripture tell you, why do the heathen rage? So why they doing that? Why do they imagine a vain thing? They ain't doing nothing but clearing out space for Israel to rule next. Don't nobody got next but Israel. You know what I'm saying? But you're watching the fight happen from within. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People that's supposed to be ruling. You know what I'm saying? You fighting for a spot, that's yours.
Yeah, because that's
at least right now. You got it.
Yep. That's when you gotta like you said, you fight. They watching a fight within. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way a system really can be destroyed.
Yep,
is within.
Right. Yep.
You think about like just on a simple form, on a carnal level, a computer in itself. A computer crashes because the viruses that it gets within the system. Like the hard drive is new, but if it has a virus inside, it don't matter if it's new or not. So it has to be within. right? So this system is being destroyed systematically within by the heavens. You know what I'm saying? It started with the prophets, of course. So again, going back Matthew 24:6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars."
Right.
All these, bro, these are rumors of wars, bro. You know what I'm saying? These who they're gonna do this, Poland and this, and Turkey this, and Iran that. Iran is threatening America, and that's, you know, to do this if you do that. But then the US will do it. These are rumors of wars, you know what I'm saying? Because they're just really threats until other things take place. It says,
go ahead.
What you about to say?
No, you got it, bro. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For a nation, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you said, see, then the end is not yet. Yeah, the end ain't yet, but it's near. It's close. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of say, for now is our salvation near the one we believe. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? As you watch them go down, salvation is just right around the corner. These things are gonna happen simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? These things are gonna like it ain't gonna be like, oh, this, and then we gotta wait for that. No, they're gonna damn near happen at the same time. So you're watching all these things take place. You say, but see, the end is not yet. But see, when you watch these things, they let you know that we are in the end. These things are taking place right now. It ain't gonna be like, oh, Israel and Hamas gonna get done fighting, and Russia and Ukraine gonna get to the end of a war, and then it's like we're gonna have to wait another 5-10 years for more wars and rumors of war to get delivered up out of here. Hell no, this is it right here, right now.
Right, exactly. It's funny because I was just thinking about the lesson about the Bishop Sakaran and the Elder Monatazat, and it popped up right on my YouTube, but it was the GMS, the Eagle versus the Bear part 1, because they were going into when Russia first attacked Ukraine back in 2014.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's showing you that these are rumors of wars, and then what eventually happened. When I don't know when they went into Ukraine, but like a couple years ago. But then it ended up happening.
Right.
So these things are they're in the making. Okay.
Like you say that there's rumors right now. You said that earlier. Like, there's rumors right now, but that's like when you see Putin get to talking shit. We talking shit to and against all the time.
Right.
America.
Right. You think somebody just gonna keep talking shit and just, bro, eventually something gonna happen.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you keep barking at each other, eventually it's gonna lead to a physical altercation.
Yeah. Somebody gonna eventually bite.
Exactly.
And Russia gonna bite this motherfucker. All the time. They get to push the goddamn button so they can send them missiles over here on America. See, it's far-fetched to people because people ain't never seen ICBMs fly. You know what I'm saying? At least not nobody of our generation. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never seen it happen. But guess what? It's going to happen.
Yeah, because according to the prophecy, the U.S. was going to poke the bear. You hear me? The USA, okay, was going to poke the bear. The bear is, according to the prophecies, is Gog and Magog, right? Which is Russia, right? So the bear being Russia, that's even their symbol. Okay, and they were going to be the ones that's prophesied according to the Revelations 13 and many other scriptures to combat America, man. But before I'm grab that, let me finish. This is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and king, and kingdom against kingdom.
Are you seeing it? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And the top ruler in a lot of these seasons, Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab this real quick for you, brother. For you want to keep reading on that real quick? Or I got something for you if you want.
Well, I'll finish out, then you got it, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are beginning of sorrows, right?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, like you're saying, bro, like, you know, that's what you see, nation rising against nation. This is not a normal thing. When a nation rises against a nation, it's a threat involved. It's something that they're trying to get out of it.
Right.
It's not for play. Niggas ain't playing. Like these niggas, they're having these councils and these meetings. They're not playing. They're coming up with strategies and plans. They not even sleeping.
Yep.
Ain't nobody playing, man. But you 2/3 niggas, man.
Right,
you know, and you nations that think like the wicked, man. Yep. You know, nobody's playing. Everybody has ICBM nuclear capability. You know, it was just a video. I think I did a lesson on it. I might have not. I probably reposted it or something. But it was Russia. Putin. He just came out with a video, literally, like I think probably last week or so, about he said, I'm not, that's basically what he was saying. He like, I have nuclear weapons. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would a man play like that? You know what I'm saying? This man, I'm just using him as an example. This man is a man who trains in combat and has a diligent schedule and routine about himself and carries himself to a certain caliber. You see what I'm saying? And he so happened to lead that militia group. I mean that militant group, right? So why would a man play about the things that why would a man play like that? Why would he play about the things that he's saying? If if you threaten him, you come against him, you do this. Why would I play about my retaliation? I'm not playing. He said if the he made mention about the red, white, and blue, something about Ukraine, that he's gonna retaliate. He's not playing, you know. When you go into Putin's name, when you go into Putin's name, it means going along the way, right? That's what his name means. Why? Because I believe he's prophesied to be the one to do it. Yep. He's the perfect man. Yep. And look, he got the right attitude before the job. Come on, man. He's not playing. Yeah. You can't put nobody else in that office that's gonna move like this man, bro. Like you said, like the brother said too, show you the prophecies. Because with all these nations going at it like they going at it, it's affecting the people of these nations, which is causing the uproars of the people. Right. You know what I'm saying? So everything is tied together. You know what I'm saying? These nations, the uproars of the people, it's showing you, the Lord showing you the process of what would happen and how it would take place. You know what I'm saying? It's like the brother said, everybody got nuclear capability. I'm gonna grab this precept. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into wars and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I'm strong. That's why these other nations are saying they are strong. America was supposed to be oh so superior, but now that's not the case because everybody has the same capability that they have. But you got ICBM, I do too. You know what I'm saying? You got a compulsion system, well, I do too. You know what I'm saying? They got everything that America got. America can't say they're superior no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that it said, can you bring it back? This is Joel chapter 3 verse 10. And it reads, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Yeah, so a plowshare and a pruning hook are agricultural tools that you use for cultivating the ground and producing life on the earth by fruits, vegetables and things that herbs and such things like that. It's life. The Lord is saying we ain't gonna be no planting of life. We're gonna take that and we're gonna make it into weapons of war, right? Those weapons of mass destruction. The instruments used to bring life and keep life going, right? Agriculturally wise, it's going to be used to turn to be like we said, weapons of mass destruction, right? And that's the point we're at right now, man. You know, the earth is fruitless. The earth is fruitless because a fruitless ruler rules it. You know, and he dominates by his currency, and he dominates because his currency is the prominent thing. It allows him to push his mindset on the people, right? So what? Go ahead. Like you said, like even the fact that you talking about the currency, because that's good. I was thinking about that with the currency. Like the brother said, they trying to come up with a new way and a new system. Why? Because this system is broken. And you learned it with Trump and his slogan, "Make America great again." Why? Because it's falling. I'm glad you brought him up. It's falling. America is falling. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scripture say. Babylon is falling. It's falling. You're watching the decline of a kingdom. It's falling. So now they're trying to find ways to try to heal themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got to come up with the end of it. You know what I'm saying? They got to find a way. Go ahead. No. They got to come up with something. They got to come up with something in a way to save themselves. So guess what the brother said? Order out of Keho. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have war. They gotta have all these things take place to usher in a new way. Because guess what? It's a saying in the world: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, this motherfucker's broken. So they're trying to find ways to fix it. Yep. I got a preset real quick. Go ahead, bro. This is and then I'm glad you mentioned Trump because I got an article right pertaining to Trump, right, and his importance in this whole thing. This is Nahum 3 and 18. Thy shepherds slumber, O king of Assyria. Thy nobles shall dwell in the dust. Thy people are scattered upon the mountains, and no man gathered them. There is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap the hands over thee, for upon whom have not thy wickedness passed continually. So eventually, you know, you're gonna be brought to the dust, right? Confusion, right? Dust meaning a confused state, right? And like it says in Jeremiah 30, the Lord is gonna come upon the head of the wicked, right? He's gonna smite the head. When you smite the head, the rest of the body dies.
That's right.
You know, so the Lord is coming for the heads, meaning you elites, are the ones that's behind the scenes that we can't see, you know, and so forth like that. That, you know, that certain brother mentioned a serpent, which now he's a dragon, right? The etymology of dragon is just a huge serpent. And what's so important about that is that he's stronger, but it doesn't matter because at first the Lord just cut the tail off,
it go back,
and it grew back. So now you got to hit the head, cut the head off, so that my rib had a dream about that. But you got to cut the head off, and so that it could die. And that's what the Lord is coming to do. So that bruise is incurable. You know what I'm saying? Applying it to Esau, Edom, man. But oh, let me read this real quick because you mentioned Trump, bro, right? And we just flowing through the spirit and various topics and things and whatnot, you know.
You can send that to me, and I'll read it for you too. You want to?
I got you, bro. I still send it to you. Want me to?
No, go ahead. You got it there.
All right. So this is from Yahoo News. It says uk.news.yahoo. It says CNN Trump will pull U.S. out of NATO if he wins election. Ex-advisor warns.
Oh,
you know. So he's warning that this man believes, it says ex-advisor warns. So this man believes, this is from February 12, 2024.
And that's fire too. Because Trump gonna win that election. If we reach an election, Trump gonna win that election.
Right.
They've been wanting Trump back in office. Why you think they had the January 6th insurrection of the Capitol? You know what I'm saying? Because they were fighting with Trump. They knew he was gonna lose to Biden. So they guess what? He's like, shit. Even Trump knew he was gonna lose. So he stirred up the people. See, it's like the brother said. See, Putin, it would make perfect sense for Putin to be the one that set off the missiles over here to America. But it would damn near be this is perfect for Trump to re-win the election because what? Trump damn near got the same mindset that goddamn Putin got. Trump won't smoke too.
Yeah, and this the thing, like, so this is where the confusion come in for people that don't really understand what's going on in the prophecy and such, based on what bro just said, because Trump, it looks like, because if you remember when Trump was in office, he was locked in with Putin. You know what I'm saying? He I think he may mention it a few times about his friendship with Putin. You know what I'm saying? So that might be confusion to what we're saying to somebody that's like, well, when Trump was in office, he had a relationship with Putin, but you got to remember the prophecies. What happened when Trump was in office was what? Insurrection. It was uproars of the people when Trump was in office. You see what I'm saying? When he in office, when George Floyd thing happened, or was that Biden?
No, I think he was in office.
I can't remember, but either way it goes, Trump created what? Out of Trump came what? The Proud Boys, the MAGA hats, and all these different militia groups came to the forefront. They didn't just start. Them are groups that's been started that was able to express themselves openly because Trump they follow the leader. As the king gets, so is the people. So they like, shit, this nigga is ruthless. He's expressing them, and these groups came out of nowhere, man. Hundreds of groups, bro. You know, even the alphabet community stood on their 10 toes, man. You know, so the point is that
Trump was showing motherfuckers that it's more with me than against me.
Right, and what Trump, even though Trump is a plant, Trump was doing what? He was coming against the government in a sense. He was like hardening his head about some things. He's like, they're not gonna do this. The there is talking about the government or the people that's supposedly people, you know what I'm saying, view as a power of importance. Trump was using trigger words like that. Because you gotta remember, Trump also said what? DJ Trump also said what? He said that he wouldn't allow, what did he say he wouldn't allow? Damn, what did he say? He said he wouldn't allow something, and then when he got in office, it was the complete opposite. Show you that he a plant. But the point is that, like the title said, going back to the article, Trump will pull the red, white, and blue out of NATO if he wins election, ex-advisor warns. Let's read a little like a paragraph or two.
Sure.
It said, why would a man make a statement like this, man? Because if Trump is in office, Trump is supposed to be this ruthless man. So if he feel like he showed, they used him to show that okay, whatever he feels should go, it's gonna go that way. You know, he tried to give a power to his name, which is a president. He's a president, but the president still bows to other people above him. But when Trump was in office, it seemed like the president was the most powerful thing on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because how Trump was moving, his mindset and the things that he was pushing. But that's far from it. You see, it's all an illusion. It says, as U.S. allies reel from DJ Trump weekend comments encouraging Russia to attack the EU allies if they don't meet NATO budget contribution goals. Multiple former Trump advisors warned in my upcoming book that the former president will seek to formally withdraw the U.S. from the NATO alliance if he wins a second term. And this is still, I got a precept on that. This is still according to the prophecy. Even whether he do this or whether he don't, it's still going to come to fruition, because even this guy saying this, it still falls along with prophecy. Because to say Trump say, well, we're going to draw the U.S. from NATO, it still falls along with the prophecy, because the prophecy says that the beast shall hate the whore. The prophecy states that they will shoot missiles on her.
Yeah.
So even if you leave or if you don't, it's going to be something that caused the division anyways. It says, in the return of great powers, I guess that's his book. It says, which okay, let's jump down. So he said, administration. It says, who served in both administration at a high level told me that if Trump defeats Sleepy Joe in November, the U.S. will be out of NATO. NATO will be in real jeopardy. It says Trump's former national security advisor agreed. I think he will try to get out. It says, jumping down, it says the point is he saw absolutely no point in NATO. Kelly said in the book, he was just dead set against having troops in South Korea again, a deterrent force, or having troops in Japan, a deterrent force. He thought Putin was an okay guy. We just mentioned that. And Kim Jong-un was an okay guy that we had put, and that makes perfect sense. That do make sense, bro. Say Trump get in office, and that would make sense why the NATO will hate U.S. so much, because like we just mentioned through the spirit, he's cool with Putin, man. He ain't got no beef with Putin. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no beef with the guy Kim Jong-un. And those are two countries that are allied together. Korea and North Korea and what is it? Russia, as well as Iran. But these are all people, bro. This is so cold. It says to him, it was like we were goading these guys. If we didn't have NATO, then Putin wouldn't be doing these things. So whatever. So that's the stand. So I'm gonna get this precept. This is Revelations 17 and 16. It says,
yeah, because NATO on the other side of Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? They had a big part to do with that's what's supposed to be protecting them from Russia invading them. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sit right there on the other side.
Right, around it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's around Ukraine. Ukraine right in the middle of the NATO countries.
Yeah, so that pissed Putin off too.
Yeah, because Putin,
because he like, how the fuck y'all? How the hell? Like, that's why. Because that was the whole gist of everything. Putin wanted Ukraine. He wanted that territory, but he like, y'all gonna go join forces with NATO? That's a part of America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
how you gonna join with NATO? How you gonna join with NATO and we right here together?
Yeah, because Ukraine used to be a part of Russia.
Yeah,
they're Russians.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm
saying? They are.
So, and they broke off, I believe, when don't quote me. If my memory serves correctly, when the USSR broke up, when it fell and all that, they lost Ukraine and all that. But the point is is that Russia knows. I mean, NATO knows the landmass, and you know, the more land and the more people you can conquer to join with you, the more power you have. You know what I'm saying? So where Russia sits, the back door of Russia is an entryway coming from Ukraine into the back door of Russia. So if Ukraine officially joins NATO, that means that if something was to take place, Russia would be surrounded, literally, even in the back door. So Putin, in his mind, he understands war and combat. He know this can't happen. He know his back door, his blind side cannot be attacked.
Yeah, he try to close up all breaches.
Right, and he know how important Ukraine is. You think he just moving on that country for no reason? Right. Niggas are dying for real. It's really a U.S. like bro was saying against Russia. Because how you know that? Because you go over there, you see U.S. on all the military equipment, all the tanks and the weaponry being used over there. That's a fight between here and there. You see? It says Revelation 17:16. It says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore." The whore being America, man. Babylon the Great. Why is she a whore? She's a whore because she had many lovers. That's what a whore is, right? She became allies with a lot of countries. She pushed her ways on everybody, and everybody fell in line with her ways. All right, everybody is in bed with the U.S. All right, and the spearhead was spearheading it from London, right? You know, Europe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's involved, the 28 alliances, and plus counting whoever's joining hand in hand with this man. You know, that's why she's considered a whore. She slept with many lovers, man. Right? It says in the 10 horns, right? In the 10 horns, which thou sawest upon the beast, right? EU, NATO, and the EU is the beast, man. You know, EU is the political part, and the beast is the military part of this man's system. So the 10 whores which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So we're literally telling you that NATO is going to hate the place in which issue out sanctions, and it's the forefront to his campaign, which is America, man. It says, and shall make her desolate, being without. Desolate meaning being without, man, or and uninhabitable. All right, and naked, stripped, right, revealed. It says, and shall eat her flesh, right, without no protection. If you're naked, you don't got no protection. Clothes protect you. You know, whatever you cover with, that's your protection. NATO and it's the military part. If NATO's out of it, they don't have no extra line of protection. They only have the defense mechanism within the U.S. itself.
You read Nahum 3, right?
I was in Nahum 3. Yeah, I want me to go back.
Yeah, verse 5. Because of the portage you made, like the nakedness.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? How she a hoe, you know what I'm saying? You read 4 and 5.
Right. I'm gonna finish this real quick. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's the missiles, man. You know?
Son, I'll grab it. I'll read it.
You got it? You already there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
You can break it down. There's an Nahum 3 in verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whores of the well-favored harlot, it says, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. It's like the brother said, push their way on all these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Set up on all these other nations, you know what I'm saying, soil. You know what I'm saying? Pushing their ways, taking their resources. You know what I'm saying? Having people take on the believing in the American dream or the American way. Right? It says, verse 5, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord is against these people. YAHAWASHI. And what he says, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. And how they've been discovered? First, they've been discovered through what? Through the prophet. Through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But along with these other nations, how the prophets jumping off the page, the things that are coming to pass. These nations not wanting to be a part of the system. Nations dropping $1, ditching $1. These nations ditching that American way. You know what I'm saying? So now they're trying to come up with the new and improved way. Making people go continue to drink that cup. And they are. Because you're gonna have this end of it's gonna be pushed worldwide. But the end's gonna come in. It says, and I will show the nations thy nakedness. That's what the Lord doing. He's showing the nations America's nakedness. That's why they're falling. That's why everybody's trying to ditch America. It says, in the kingdom's thy shame.
Yeah, because what upheld it was, like we mentioned earlier, was the currency. So you see everybody coming with their own form of currency. And you didn't see this a few years ago, man. You know, because you read it earlier, the weakest center strong. You know what I'm saying? And how they're center strong because of the militant force that they've been building over the years, the mindset that they've been developing, and the spirit of the Lord that's being placed on these people for the sake of prophecy, man. You know, that's how they became stronger, because now the spirit allowed them to actually it's lifting certain veils off of their mind.
That's right.
From clouding their judgment of being aligned with this beast, with this whore, and you know, partaking in her ways, man. They're like, hold on, man, because they starting to see the end result too. Because the truth is on the earth now, so they starting to see the end result. They're like, hold on, we don't got an end either. If we allow this nigga, you know what I'm saying? We doing this and that, but he still, we ain't gonna be at the top of it.
Because they used to have a hitch in their stuff when it came to America. Because America was strong. They used to see like, damn, we got to just go ahead and agree, or we got to get an alliance with them and lead with them because they could do this and they could do that.
Right.
And you see, they tried to hit Putin with sanctions. He ain't honor none of them motherfuckers.
Right.
Or they telling Putin they gonna do this and they gonna do that. And Putin letting them know, like the brother said, Putin letting America know, I got intercontinental ballistic missiles. I have nuclear capability. I wish you would.
And he said,
you. So he like, I wish you would. So guess what? Now instead of the other nations having a hitch in their stuff, who got a hitch in their stuff? America.
Yep.
They like, hold on, but he for real. Like, he ain't playing. Or these other nations ain't bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you got like, even with the shit with Israel and Hamas, Biden talking about he expected to cease fire. Once the gun started shooting, there ain't no stopping. These wars are going to continue to progress. They're only going to get worse, and it's going to spill over into America's backyard.
Yep. That's you can finish that because that's the second arrow just recorded. Because the Lord talking about his arrows should be shot. Who should you know, they're not going to be sent back. You're not going to be able to stop once the arrows being the ICBM missiles are shot. You're not going to be able to stop it.
Yep.
That's why the Lord allowed the U.S. not to have a strong defense mechanism. You're not going to be able to stop the silos and the you know, the missiles that's being shot, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be too many, first of all, and then two, the system that's created within them, the system within it it's too much, man.
Yep. And
you know,
like you said too, the spirit of the Lord will be on the missile, man.
Exactly. And Trump noticed he created the Space Force and different things like that. That was during the Trump era. Trump also said that that the U.S. is no longer the leading force in technology, man.
Right.
So if they're not the leading force in technology is what drives the silos. Like, you know, outside of the spirit of YAHAWASHI, the technology is how they created a lot of these advanced weaponry.
Yep.
So if the U.S. is behind in technology, that goes for everything, not just, you know, the tiny technology and all these different. No.
Yep. We'll show you the Lord with E on the left hand side. It's a trick for them. Because it's the Lord that's in control of the technology. Because one of the things that they also see in the air, they're seeing the chariots. Along with them seeing the chariots, they see how fast the chariots move. They see the chariots do things that they've created can't do. Yep. So guess what they say? They say this is far beyond any technology that we've seen.
Yep.
And like brother said, America got the best of the best. They got shit we ain't seen. So how much more YAHAWASHI?
Bro.
You got it.
I
don't know. I keep reading.
Okay. Yeah.
This is verse 6. It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." Because people gonna marvel at the way this place falls. Yep. Like the brother said, it's gonna be an example, like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. It's gonna be an example. But it says what? Verse 7. It says, "And this shall come to pass."
Appreciate that real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. This is Revelations 18, and it says 8. It says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her." Right? Remember, they took the covenant in their mouth, and because they played the harlot, you have to burn her with fire. That's what you would do unto the daughters of the priests. You know, it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her." You know, and then we were just talking about that. You know, these people are in bed with her, right? And they live deliciously. They got rich off the servitude. The brother verse back talked about the selling of families through her witchcraft.
Yep.
You know, so they sold us. They sold a boy for a harlot. They sold us, you know, and put all these enchantments out there, right? It says, all right, and on the minds of the people to convince them that us in captivity is beneficial for them and all this, right? When it's actually the opposite. Right, because the scripture talking about Romans 8, the creature yearning for the expectation of roughly paraphrasing Romans 8 for the manifestation of the saints. Yeah. So the nations really is waiting for Israel to be back on top. So they ain't got to be fucking like miserable either, man.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody winning but Esau right now. right? Yeah, they got their little perks and stuff like that, but you see why these nations are doing what they're doing, because they're realizing that they lose at the end of the day.
Yep. They're more than two.
They're more than two. Proverbs 29:2.
Yep.
It says in the kings, Revelations 18:9, the kings of the earth, right? It will be these different nations, these presidents and these different people. Kim Jong-un, we mentioned Putin, all these different people. The kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So yeah, going with the precept of brother quote, they're gonna hiss and look at this place, showing you that IUIC is going off, talking about the whole world is gonna be destroyed. It's only gonna be certain parts because the Lord said he shall burn her with fire, right? Even though the people took on the Babylonian mindset, it's gonna be a place, right? A place. This place, the red, white, and blue, and where the small has dwell in that small section, because they don't got the whole land, the small portion of where they are in the Yerushalayim. That's gonna be burnt up and built back up, and this place is never gonna be inhabited again.
That's right.
So this is going to be a televised event. That's why what the brother's reading right now. You got it, bro. You can go back to it because it said the people stood afar off.
That's right.
So they saw this is gonna be televised, bro. This is about to be in front of everybody's eyes, bro.
That's right.
Everybody about to see this place go down, bro.
That's right.
Everybody about to see this place burn, bro. Oh, that's another point Apostle Tahar made. He's talking about John when he was on the in the chariot, when he said he looked down and saw that, he said he said, I saw a lake of fire, not lakes of fire. Saw a lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? This place is gonna be disannulled, man. You got it, all right?
God. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 7. I'm gonna read it in the NLT too. But it's the KJV verse. It says, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, everybody's getting ready to see America fall. And so while you even got, of course the elites ain't here, but you got people that live within America that are leaving and going to live in other countries or to live in other places because they understand something is going to happen, but they can't determine what.
Well, that's a scripture. The scriptures talk about the people should return to their own.
Roughly paraphrasing,
right?
It says that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her?
Right. This is the modern Nineveh, man. Nineveh is in Iraq. You know, and Mosul, I think that's the name of it, Iraq. But the actual ancient city of Nineveh is buried underground. It wasn't inhabited again, and that was symbolic for that was symbolic for the modern day Nineveh, on how she was going to go out being uninhabited again and going out with fire in a siege. Right, the ancient Nineveh was sieged by what's his name? What's his name?
What that say again?
Nineveh was sieged by God damn, I can't think of his name. What's his name, man? Wow, I'm drawing a blank right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. God damn, but yeah, he burnt the city. Okay. He burnt the city, you know what I'm saying? And why can't I think of his name, man? God damn. It's in Tobit, man. Let me see. God damn, Salaki. I want to get his name for y'all. I don't know why I slipping my name.
Just take your time.
Because you had Shalmaneser, you had Shalmaneser, but he reigned for a period of time, and you also had his son who came after him, right? Which is why ain't this dude name coming in my mind, bro? It started with an S. You know what I'm talking about? Go to was it Isaiah 36? Let me see. No, that's not it. Isaiah 36:1.
Yeah. Being faithful.
Sennacherib. God damn. Man, it couldn't come to me for nothing. It was Sennacherib. I just Isaiah 36:1. Now it came to pass in the 14th year of King Hezekiah that Sennacherib, king of Assyria, came up against all the defense cities of Judah and took them. So yeah, Sennacherib, man. right? He the one that besieged Nineveh and burned it. You know what I'm saying? Destroyed it and what have you. When you go into the history, right? But the point is that, you know, that's what's happening to America. America's being sieged right now. You know, it's gradually progressing. You know, a siege is just a hold on. You know, somebody taking hold of, you know, of somebody else's possession. All right, and their precious things, man. Right? It's being sieged within and without, man. We see that on a small level and on a big level. All right. So this place is the modern day Nineveh, man. Assyria, the modern day Assyria, the modern day Babylon, the modern day Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. You know,
so on and
so on and so forth. You got it out.
This is verse 7 in the NLT, Nahum 3:7. It says, "All who see you will shrink back and say, Nineveh lies in ruins. Where are the mourners? Does anyone regret your destruction?" And no, ain't nobody gonna regret the destruction of America. Why? Because America, they turned everything upside down. You know what I'm saying? They made darkness light. You know what I'm saying? They did everything contrary to the ways of YAHWASHI. Like I said, all these other nations more too. The wicked are in authority. You know what I'm saying? Everybody waiting for righteousness to spring forth. You know what I'm saying? But what, the devil got to get out the way first. And so for the devil to get out the way, the place he sits in has to be destroyed too. The king and his seat, his throne. Got it.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 11. It says, "The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence." And this is a threat. Right? The fact that the prophets came on the scene was a threat into Babylon. Oh, you could get that out. It's Isaiah 13. We're talking about the burden, the prophecy, the burden of Babylon. That's a threat. The fact that's why they're going to come against us, because we're a threat to the forwarding of his system. Right? It says, oh yeah, you could get that first, man, before I continue then.
This is Isaiah 13:1. It says the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Yeah, the burden of Babylon, when you go into the word burden, it goes into prophecy, and it goes into a heavy load. So the burden that's a heavy load is the prophecy, because it's actually the testimony pursuing the Revelation 19:10 of our Lord and Savior Hamashiach Yahawashi. So this testimony is, and you go into the word testimony, it goes into being a witness. So this prophecy is a witness against you. It's proving, is revealing your crimes, right? Against the children of Israel and the earth. You hurt the earth, you destroyed the earth and the people, right? You blaspheme the name of the Father, you blaspheme his essence and the angels in heaven and the whole heavenly concept, the whole heavenly essence. You blaspheme that, right? And it's all attached to YAHWASHI. You see, so this prophecy, this testimony is a thorn in your side, man. So you're coming, like we mentioned earlier, the Canada coming out with that bill. Forgot what it is, something.
C367.
The water, that's it. It's 367.
Yep.
You say what?
C367.
So that going into the banning of the holy scriptures, man. You know, so calling it hate speech and so forth.
Yep.
The fact that even when you buy it, you know, they're gonna track you and so forth, man. So
yes, sir.
This nigga, you know, this is it's a thorn in his side, man. You know, it's Trump said it, man. He said, he called us the prophets of doom. He called us the prophets of doom. He talking about they talking about this and they talking about that. He gave me such small examples of these so-called prophets that so-called prophesied about this. He was giving them examples of how certain things came to pass on that speech. If you go watch it,
okay.
You know,
I got a little bit on this.
Go ahead.
You want to look? I got an article that go into it a little bit.
You could just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna just read this little paragraph right quick. It says, however, with the introduction of Bill 367, all these questions on the table, they called this the bill, the closet, the Christian bill, because that is exactly what it intends to do: put Christians in the closet under threat of jail time. It will silence believers who oppose the woke ideology that is overrunning our country.
Right. It's the ideology that's overrunning our country. You see, because you gotta think, like, even though Canada is its own sect, like it's like one big landmass, but it's cut into sections. You know what I'm saying? The red, white, and blue is gonna be destroyed. You know, but you got Canada pushing that its ways too, and as well as South America, right? But Canada, the certain areas around the world is being more aggressive than other areas. You know, But like you said, like I said, it's being like connected in a sense. You go to Sandusky and see Canada over the water on one of the roller coaster rides. So the point is that Canada pushing that bill is right next door in the backyard. You know what I'm saying, of America. You know, that's just, you had talks within the country itself.
Yeah, it coincide with the laws that they passed in Washington and New York with the 2 or 3 gathered. You know what I'm saying? How they did. How they can break up those groups that are and don't. And that's how you know, like, it coincide, because with that bill that's being passed, the only one that's pushing the woke ideology is the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It's pushing the truth. They have been so long without fruit. All these other religions and what they push in their doctrines, it ain't never caused uproar to people or cause people to answer questions. But the scriptures, the truth that was so long without fruit, it is. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the things that it makes sense. Because why? It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the testimony of our Lord and Savior YAHWASHI Mashiach, like the brother was saying. And so with these things in the earth, it's causing a different vibration. It's causing the hidden things to come to the light. The Lord is starting to make manifest all the things that were being done in secret, all the lies. It's starting to pull the veil from off of the people's eyes, and now that's what it is causing people to do. Come out of the darkness and step into the light of what really is, and understand what's really not.
Yeah, that's why you got so-called truthers. There's a term called truthers out there, conspiracy theories and things like that. That's because of what happened with, because of the truth.
Right. So our apostles, the elders, and the men that have entered into on those labels on the down, why they're pushing bills like that or laws like that, because the truth is under attack. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures talk about how you can't do nothing against the truth, but only for the truth. All these things are for the prophecy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to upset the plans of YAHWASHI. And even with that law that he said, they gather who gather in the midst of the streets like brothers in twos and threes and multiple numbers. What doing? What prophesying the truth? You got it out.
Cause you in that name when you read 5 and 6 too.
Con.
Oh yeah, Con. Yeah. So we read that earlier about the nakedness. We talking about the uncovering and all that. That's the revealing of his ways, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got the light like Martin. What do you say? I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
I say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? You got the flashlights. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? The weapons our warfare comes. That's all the Heavenly Father did. Like he said, he called them flashlight. He called them flashlight cops. Guess what? The Lord ain't on the sword. This is what the Lord gave us for a sword. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing about our sword. We can cut you with it, and it's the light. It's the lamp unto our feet. So we see where we're going, and we see who people truly really are. You feel what I'm saying? This is how you expose people. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's how we able to discern who 2/3 is, or what a 2/3 look like. Why? Because they don't want to get in line with according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? This is how you expose somebody who they really is. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Can you live this way?
Yep. That like it's a like you said, it's a two-edged sword.
That's right.
A two-edged sword, if you understand how the blade work, it cuts in and cuts out. Like
if
you cut in, it could cut you coming back out. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally a double weapon. You know, and this is Isaiah 47:1.
Come on, get down.
It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin, daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground," like we said, confusion. All right, that dust, and it's a virgin because this place ain't been touched at a great scale yet. You know, at a like the brother made mention earlier about it's going to look like a third world country.
Yep.
When this place is getting to that caliber, which is already starting to look like that. You got all these homeless people. It's trash everywhere. It's lawlessness here. It's lawlessness there. You know, police fighting the civilians, and those are things that take place in so-called third world countries, man.
Troops on the ground everywhere. Because they try to pollute. They try to police the areas.
Do against the government. You know, these are things that take place in so-called third world countries that Esau fucking created into third world countries. You know, all these things that he did on the earth is coming back on his own head, man. Remember, the U.S. Listen. We said what?
He's stolen what he read.
Exactly. America, bro. He came to. First of all, it's all through YAHWASHI, but America was supposed to be his domain, like because it was fruitful. It had gold and everything. So he just a man of destruction. So he destroyed it because of who he is. But he intend for a place like this to exist. You know what I'm saying? Because why? It's fruitful, but you see the results of it. So it's coming back on upon his own head. He destroyed and made these other countries look like how this place is starting to look over the past few years, especially. It says Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And it's likened, it says, O daughter of Babylon, because pursuing Psalms 137, it says, O daughter of Edom, or liken her to the daughter of Babylon. The daughter is as the mother. You know, so this place is a mirror, is mirroring the ancient Babylonian facade, or Babylonian, whatever you want to call it. Nimrod, he tried to build a one world government, the tower up into heaven, and one people control. Like, so this place is very much that place. Sit on the ground, right? It's time for you to be brought low. There is no throne, right? Because I was reading on some history during Babylon, during the Neo-Assyrian Empire, during the time of Tobit and Nahum, and during that whole time that we was mentioning earlier about what Jonah prophesied about the destruction of Nineveh. You know, I was reading something interesting. I didn't go into it further, but I just read something about, they think somebody's, you know, they was trying to pinpoint I think what was it, Nebuchadnezzar's, either Nebuchadnezzar or one of those kings during that time. When you go into the bust or the steel or the what is it, the artwork of during that time, they show him sitting on the throne, and as it was supposed to be Solomon's throne, because how Solomon's throne was created, about how the steps was, and the you know, the men on the side, and you know, the lions and on the side, you know, the Solomon's throne, and the gold and all that. You know, they was trying to show, they was saying like, oh, he must have been sitting on Solomon's throne. You see, so Esau has that God complex as well. He studied the nations and how they were moving, what they lacked, and what he tried to overcome in his own way. You see, oh, they fell here, we're not going to do that, so we can keep going. So it says there is no throne. So Esau literally has placed himself, right, in a God status as the king, man. So the Lord is saying is there is no throne. It's time for you to be removed off of the throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right? You warlocks and you wizards and you sorcerers and witches, take the millstone and grind meal, and that's what's happening. This great millstone, being the true prophets, is grinding you to pieces, because that's what's prophesied in Daniel 2 about Yahawashi. That stone is gonna beat these niggas into powder, man. And that's what the truth is doing. Okay, and this great millstone is the truth of Yahawashi. Yahawashi is grinding you to dust, and it's revealing you. It says, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right, strip you naked, man. The locks being the hair, the braids, the line, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that, man.
And then you gotta realize that's what they do to prisoners. The prisoners go to jail, man, they strip you. They do cabbage searches, they shave your, like I said, the lock, they shave your hair. You get a whole new identity, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to be who you was in the world. Now you gonna look the way I want you to look. I'm gonna pick out your outfit. And I'm gonna pick out what you wear.
That's beautiful, huh? Cause that's like we mentioned about the siege earlier. Because the siege is who's sieging America? That's Yahawashi.
Let's go.
He's seizing this place. Like you seized and ransacked our temple, man, and took our precious ornaments and harlots drunk from the holy vessels and things like that. Yeah, the Lord is seizing this place, man. He's taking everything into his possession, man. You know, and he's using your own people to do it. That's what the Lord, he's stripping you bare, like you said. That's what you would do in the ancient world. Conquer a woman, you know, like shave her head, bald, and you know, you shave her head, and I think pluck her nails and stuff like that. So showing you that this man is getting ready to go into captivity. That's the point. He's being prepared to be a prisoner. That's what this revealing is doing. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Your philosophies, your doctrines have and ways of life have been exposed, all right, to be false. It says, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? And jump down. I'm gonna read this in the NLT.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 9. Well, both these things will come upon you in a moment, widowhood and the loss of children. Yes, these calamities will come upon you, despite all your witchcraft and magic. You felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me, you said, but your wisdom and knowledge have led you astray, and you said, I am the only one, and there is no other. But that's why he put sanctions on people. He do what he do because he think there's no other, you know. So disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away. Calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out.
Yep.
A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, one for which you are not prepared. Now use your magical charms, use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. And that's how we read in Nahum 3. By his spells and witchcraft and all that, he made these nations afraid of him. He showed godlike capabilities because he worked with dark energy. The Lord allowed him to work with dark energy at his perfected state in his realm. He's reached perfected darkness, man. So it consumed everything. It started to consume everything, including the world and everything you see. Everything that exists in this world. But that's why the Lord gonna cut it off, because if you don't, everything will be consumed. That's how dark. That's how powerful that side is, because it's coming from YAHAWASHI. It says 13. All the advice you receive has made you tired, right? But it wore out his spirit. It wore out his soul. You see a bitch that wear makeup, she look drained. When she don't got no makeup on, she look dead. She's a corpse. Eyes all looking because that witchcraft, it made her tired, man. That the things that how you live your life, that fast life, it drained you. And Esau's a microwave society has drained the people, tired mentally, physically, and spiritually, as well as himself. That's why you got to keep doing it to stay powered up. Dope head is low until he got on that crack. And on that dope, he all over. He like this. He energy high. You know what I'm saying? That's what this left hand energy has done for him. Yeah. But it made him tired. It wore him out. Where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who make predictions each month? Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds. But they are like straw burning in a fire. They cannot save themselves from the flame. You will get no help from them at all. Their hurt is no place to sit for warmth, and all your friends, including this left-hand energy and all the allies that you made alliances with, those whom you've done business since childhood, will go their own ways, turning a deaf ear to your cries. They're not gonna help you when you're getting shot at with missiles, man. You know, they're not gonna help you, man. You think the Lord gonna help you? He ain't gonna help you, man.
Yep, because that's what's doing it to you.
Yep.
A precept for you.
You got it, bro.
It's Isaiah 14:4. I'm gonna read this in the NLT. It says, "You will taunt the king of Babylon. You will say, the mighty man has been destroyed. Yes, your insolence is ended. For the Lord has crushed your wicked power and broken your evil rule." And that's what you watch it happen. The Lord is breaking their evil rule. You know what I'm saying? By what? Through the mouth of the prophets. By giving them a mouth that they can't gainsay or resist. Because they're showing you who the devil is and who the enemy is and what he's doing, his plans. You know what I'm saying? You would think we're sitting at those round tables with these devils while they come up with these plans, the way the Lord that gave us insight through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's
why they want to ban the Bible.
That's right.
That's why they want to get rid of it, because the spirit is cooking.
Yeah, God.
Insight.
Yeah, God.
We ain't even there, man. We ain't there, bro. The spirit is everywhere, and we work with the spirit. And it's right. Insight on your plans, man. And we are able to be in front of you. At first, we was behind you, but now we are able to be in front of you, man.
That's right. It says, verse 6, it says, "You struck the people with endless blows of rage."
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It says, "They held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny." You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. Because what? He said, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. He said, and all the nations are drunken of that cup, therefore the nations are mad. And you see it. You know what I'm saying? These nations mad. The Israelites, the captive exiles hasten to be loose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to get away from this motherfucking devil. Don't nobody want to be joined into him. It says, verse 6, I'm going to bring it back. It says, "You struck the people with endless blows of rage, especially the Israelites, and beating these other nations into submission by bombing them, going in their war, killing civilians, taking their resources. setting up, you know what I'm saying? America is America, but you got U.S. naval bases set up in other countries.
Yep.
Like that's your land. It says, for the Lord, Salakia, verse 6, you struck the people with endless blows of rage and held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny. But finally, the earth is at rest and quiet. Now it can sing, because it's a future prophecy. You know what I'm saying? This place is going to get ready to be laid desolate, and it's going to be an example of what happens when everything is done in wickedness, and when you have wicked rulers ruling in wickedness, right? That's why the kingdom of heaven, New Jerusalem, when it's set up here on earth, that's why it's going to rule forever, because we're going to have a righteous king. You know what I'm saying? We're starting with Yahawashi Mashiach and King David and on down. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a righteous government that can never fade or be taken away, because, and then on top of that too, we're going to have the law, statutes, commandments, and our evil part. All of Israel is going to be perfect. You have no reason to take something that's perfect away from a people that's righteous and perfect and doing it the right way, right? Because like I made that quote that they got in the word earlier. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This place is broken, so it needs to fix it. But they trying to fix it. Yahawashi got the cure. They got the recipe to fix everything. A new rulership, and once it's set up, it won't be taken down. It says verse 7 again. But finally, the earth is at rest and quiet. Now we can sing again, because they say, because the scripture talk about I think like the brother quoted Proverbs 29:2, because they talk about how even the earth, you know what I'm saying, the earth is mourning, you know what I'm saying, because of this devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah 14.
God.
Our trees gonna rejoice.
God, that's what this is.
Oh, you in Isaiah 14?
Yeah, this Isaiah. I'm reading in the NLT. Yeah, God. It says, but finally the earth is at rest and quiet, now it can sing. Verse 8, it says, even the trees of the forest, the cypress trees and the cedars of Lebanon sing out this joyous song.
Right. The tree people are likened to trees.
Yep.
So the earth, the little trees and the people,
yep,
are gonna be rejoicing.
That's right.
You know, because you're not gonna be able to cut them down anymore. You're gonna stop them and limit their mind, you know, limit their ways, you know, from what's actually right. You make right seem wrong and wrong seem right.
Yep. So,
you know, cutting down the trees, you make it seem like it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we use it for paper, and we do it for this, and we do it. No, nigga, you know, if that was the way the Lord would have been did it like that.
Yep. It ain't never been done like that.
You know, you started coming with this concept, man. Like, what? That the trees and the plants and things is how we get clean air. It helps us breathe.
Yep.
Our breathing, it creates oxygen. Our breathing, the trees feed off our breath, and we feed off it. It recycles it, and we breathe in clean air. It's a filtration system to the world, man. So if you cut the filtration system down, the world dies.
Yep.
You got it.
It says verse 14, mid verse 14 in the NLT, Isaiah 14. It says, since you have been cut down, no one will come now to cut us down. You know what I'm saying? So since they've been cut down, it won't be nobody to cut the nation of Israel down. Won't be nobody to take us out of what we're getting ready to inherit, or take the things that we're going to get ready to inherit away from us.
Yeah, he's the sword of the Lord.
That's right.
Like if he's on top of us, it's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
We're bound, but if he's out of the way, not on us no more, then it's nothing nobody can do.
Yeah, which code to show you, you know what I'm saying? I think that's Lamentations 4. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how our end is near, you know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing, so it's there. You know, our captivity is near. The person get ready to be translated to you. Lord ain't got no. Now we don't become. We don't, like what the scripture say. He says, what the Lord say? He said, his finishes turned to hunters. You know what I'm saying? See, I would have swore to the Lord. Now we could be the sword of the Lord. What to see you heathen?
Yeah.
For a long time.
He said, "You are my weapons of war."
Yep, that's it. Yep. So it says, verse 9, because like I said, there's a future prophecy. This will be in the kingdom. This verse 9, it says, in the place of the dead, there's excitement over your arrival. He says, the spirits of the world leaders and mighty kings long dead stand up to see you. Yeah. These other nations long to see you in the position where the brother was reading Isaiah 47. Come down and sit in the dust. Come down and sit in the dust, because that's where they want to see you at. Because you done reigned over everybody. You done made yourself far superior. You snarl, you frown your nose up at everybody else because you think ain't nobody better than you. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you think the Lord ain't nothing like you. Hell, you say the Lord ain't non-existent. You say you sit as God. But the Lord will show you that you're no God and that you're only but man, like the scripture say. You got it, huh?
Yo, Khan, this is Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished.
Come on.
O daughter of Zion.
So it said the punishment. So our punishment is up. The Lord done bruising us and beating us. Now we're getting ready to inherit everything because we took our punishment. We took it like champs. So now we're getting ready to inherit some. So we getting ready to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Guess what? Now the Lord finna make us his battle axe, his weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother was quoting. So guess what? Now we get ready to beat who? Beat y'all ass. Got it?
The Lamentations 4:22, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He would no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
He discovering y'all sins. And in the discoverance of y'all sins, like the scriptures bringing out, right? You're being made naked, showing all the things that you've been doing, what you've been up to. Lord knows we've been up to. That's why we was getting our ass punished. But now the Lord know what y'all been. The Lord discovering what y'all been up to. Y'all motherfuckers ain't innocent. Oh, you thought you was just gonna walk off into the sunset, or you thought you was just gonna go into the shackles without the beating? Hell no. You finna get your ass tore up, and the Lord discovering everything that you've been doing from the beginning of time.
Yep. Yeah, because they said, "Oh, daughter of Edom, he will discover. He will visit thine iniquity," and that's what's going on. You know, the Lord sent us here as a witness.
Yeah, that's right. Up there,
so he can be justified in his judgment. All right, when he visits you, you know what I'm saying? When he visits you, so that's what you see now. You see a visitation. The Lord said, "I will begin to visit the earth in which he made." In second Edges, 9, the Lord began to visit the earth in which he made. You know, by earthquakes and uproars and sins of the people, and you know, that's the Lord visiting your iniquities. Because the reason why people are uproaring, they're a result of how they think, and how they think is like you. So the Lord is visiting this place by causing these people to react and to live out how they think. See, so the Lord, that's how the Lord is visiting, and what that's doing is it's causing the earth to also shake too, right? Earthquakes is happening, tsunamis, and all type of things is happening. You know what I'm saying? As a ripple effect.
Yeah, literally, this word is shaking up the place, man.
Yep. And what's that? You got anything else?
Nah.
And what's that scripture? It says this is
right. Well, we can get the next 2 verses of Isaiah 13 real quick, because all we did was get 1.
And where?
1. All we did was get 1.
And what chapter?
Isaiah 13.
Oh yeah.
God, I'm gonna start back at 1. I'm gonna read this in the NLT too, if I may. This is Isaiah 13:1. In the NLT, it says, Isaiah son of Amos received the message concerning the destruction of Babylon. It said, concerning the destruction of Babylon. This place is getting ready to be destroyed. It says, raise a signal flag on a bare hilltop. And what's the signal flag? It's the scriptures. This is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's the truth. It says, call up an army against Babylon. And who's the army that's been called? You got the host of heaven, beginning with YAHWASHI, but also the prophets standing here in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Raising the signal flag, the scriptures. It says, call up an army against Babylon, wave your hand to encourage them as they march into the place of the high and mighty. Verse 3, it says, I, the Lord, have dedicated these soldiers for this task. Yes, I have called mighty warriors to express my anger, and they will rejoice when I am exalted. And that's what we get ready to do. We get ready to be rejoiced, because the ways of YAHWASHI is getting ready to be exalted in the world. Our power is getting ready to get that fame back on his name. You know what I'm saying? And we're the soldiers that set up to prophesy your downfall. You know what I'm saying? That's why we stand boldly behind enemy lines, telling you, no matter what you do to us, you still getting ready to go down. You got it out.
I gotta close everything.
Go ahead, brother. You got it.
This this is Haggai 2 and 5. All right, this is Haggai. Damn. All right, this is Haggai 2 and 5. According to the word that I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt, talking about Israel. So my spirit remaineth among you, fear ye not. For thus said the Lord of hosts, meaning Lord of armies, HAQADASH. Yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land, and I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come. I will fill this house with glory, said the Lord of armies. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, said the Lord of armies. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, said the Lord of hosts. In this place will I give peace, said the Lord of hosts. Right, and that's the end result. The Lord is going to shake this place up. It said in Psalms, it looked like he was angry. I mean, because of his wrath. You know what I'm saying? He shake the heavens in Psalms 18, I think was it. Let's see. Yeah, Psalms 18:7. It says, then the earth, no, I'm gonna start at 6. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. And the hills are a representation of a government, smaller governments, mountains, bigger governments. And because our cries, because our sighing and crying, the Lord's, you're starting to see the shaking in the earth. And then when that Lord actually brings the judgment, it's going to look like he's angry with the earth because of the people that's ruling it. Okay, it's going to bring that much judgment on the earth because of the people that's ruling it. So the Lord is shaking things up, man. You know what I'm saying? All these wars and the prophecies coming to pass, that's the Lord shaking things up, so that Zion, like we just read in Haggai 2, can be filled. You know what I'm saying? Lord gonna fill us. He gonna fill us up. That's the Holy Spirit with 100% download in those new bodies. You know, that's the Lord filling us up, and therefore, because we're filled up, people before the place, the kingdom will be built back and come back and be established on the earth. Now we can dwell there. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, bro, that was it.
So, Lord willing is edifying. So remember, Lord's elect, let it give honor and glory for praise and worship too.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
Double honors to our apostles, elders, and Bishop Great Millstone. Till next time, Kwanya Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shit.